The Nerf Rival Fate is a single-loading pistol similar to the Knockout or Nightfinder. It looks more like a Nightfinder on the outside and has more of the internals of a Knockout, if that makes sense. Maybe even a Worker Cheetah. It's very similar to that too. It features a T-pull prime and adjustable sights, which I find super gimmicky. I find all of the accuracy in this line very gimmicky. And it's probably not the best thing to use in battle because, as we all know, Rival's not that accurate. To load it, you prime the T-pull, which opens the breech, you shove a rival ball in, and push the barrel down to breach the dart. This blaster hits upwards of 90 FPS and seems to be an attempt at a direct successor of the Knockout and Curve Shot Flex. This blaster automatically opens the breech, which skips the process of pushing the lever and makes the firing process faster. With this blaster being what seems to be a direct competitor to the rival Knockout and Curve Shot Flex, I'll make a different video on the topic where I'll research and explain my exact opinion on the three blasters and which I like the most, but for now I will say that this blaster is priced at $12.59, which puts it just a few dollars above the Knockout and Flex, which you may want to keep in mind. Personally, I like this blaster because it took the rival Knockout, and at least in stock form, in my opinion, improved upon that blaster by minimizing the firing sequence and making firing a faster experience. I would not consider this a reskin of the Knockout entirely, but potentially a new generation of it or a different concept. Another important thing to look into for this blaster is mods. In terms of mods, it has some mods. I believe people have added breaches and achieved 130 FPS. Someone's added a K25 and some brass and got 190 FPS out of it. There's also inline clip mods coming up for it, so in terms of mods, it is definitely not lacking. I probably personally wouldn't use that in my loadout despite the high FPS, which tends to match me, as I prefer mag-fed blasters. But like the Knockout, someone might make this a mag-fed blaster, and then I would definitely consider buying this a lot. Another important thing to note is everyone likes different things in loadouts, and I already have a sidearm, which is my Strife, which I sometimes even run as a primary, like the gameplay you're looking at right now. Now, this blaster does come with some flaws. One that has been noticed is when priming the breech, it does not always open, and you have to pull back at the T-prime again and give it like a small tug to get it open. This is a minor issue, but I would rather have a blaster that didn't have this issue. Another important thing to keep in mind is this blaster is not something I would recommend as a primary even when modded. I feel like this is more of an emergency shot or sidearm than a primary. However, with all of this in mind, I think the Rival Fate is definitely a good release by Hasbro compared to other things they have been putting out recently, and hopefully they keep doing things like this in the future. That is all for this video. If you liked it, please consider liking and subscribing as it really helps me a lot. I will probably start working on my next video and maybe even upload it this weekend. Thank you for watching and see you next time on the channel.
And that's game.